Hello to everybody in the room and everyone joining us online. We're so excited you all are able to join us today as we celebrate our very special project we've been working on. That is our Seattle Children's Minecraft server. We're out here celebrating today. We're excited to tell you about it, show you a little bit about it. For those of you joining us in person today, for you guys to get a chance to play a little bit. So we are so excited you all are here.
That's right. My name is Max Williams, and this is my counterpart,
Forrest Coyle.
And we're the Therapeutic gaming team at Seattle Children's Hospital. Thank you. We do what we can. We're just the video game guys. Without further ado, we'd like to welcome a big collaborator with us, Dr. Zafar Chaudhry, to introduce the show.
And Dr. Zafar Chaudhry is our Chief Information Officer at the hospital. He's an incredible human being, and I gotta say, we really appreciate all the work that happened from our entire IT team to make this happen. So if we could just give a hand for the person in charge of it all, Dr. Zafar Chaudhry. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. All right, well, hello everyone. Good morning. What an exciting time. I love when Seattle Children's does world firsts. Today is such a truly special day. I think it's a day where imagination meets medicine, where creativity conquers challenges, and where a digital world becomes a powerful tool for healing. Today we are thrilled to announce the launch of Minecraft into our children's hospital. I know what you're thinking. Minecraft in a hospital? It might seem unusual, but let me tell you, this is no ordinary game. This is a portal to a world of endless opportunity, a place where young minds can escape, explore, and create. For our brave young patients, staying in a hospital can be daunting in terms of an experience. It can be lonely, it can be scary, and it can disrupt their normal lives. But today we're changing that. With Minecraft, we're bringing a piece of the world, of this world, into our space. Imagine building a castle, imagine an underwater world, and now Seattle Children's in Minecraft. Thank you to Dr. O, who spent years and over 500 hours building this out into something amazing. These are the kinds of experiences that can spark joy, wonder, and a sense of control. And when a child feels empowered, their spirit is strengthened, and their healing journey becomes a little bit easier. So I think this initiative is more than just a game. It's a testament to our commitment to providing the best possible care for our patients. It's a recognition that healing happens not just in the body, but also in the mind and the spirit. You are the true heroes who make this hospital a place of hope and healing. And to our generous donors, partners, Microsoft, Mojang Studios, Hive, Dr. O, making this happen, it's absolutely amazing to make this dream a reality. To our young patients, you are a true inspiration behind everything we do. Your courage and resilience amazes certainly me and everyone every day, how people deal with these things. Know that we are here for you, cheering you on every step of the way. And now, with Minecraft, you have a new tool to help you on your journey through hope, care, and cures. So let's build this together. Let's launch this. I'd also like to take a moment to thank all the multiple teams at Seattle Children's that have spent many painstaking hours making this happen. Our enterprise architecture team, client engineering, security, the child life folks, the gaming specialists, the DPACE team, digital patient access care and engagement, business applications, AV, patient family and experience, legal, of course, sourcing, foundation, networking, and IT infrastructure. This is an amazing, amazing thing. I'm so overwhelmed with joy to say that this immersive therapeutic gaming experience is only possible at Seattle Children's. Yay. We're the first pediatric hospital the first pediatric hospital in the world to have recreated this hospital in Minecraft. This is an amazing achievement, a labor of love. It's taken many years to get here, and I'm so very excited about this and this launch. So in conclusion, thanks everyone for your time, energy, years, and hours of work to make this happen. This is what helping kids with technology is truly about, and we've achieved it. And without further ado, I'd like to welcome Dr. O to the podium to give us his insights. Thank you.
So thanks for the very kind introduction. It's a really exciting day, and it kind of reminds me when I started, I met with a group of middle school students with hearing loss, and I talked to them about it because we were kind of trying to gauge what people would think, and I said, so the moderator for this discussion group said, well, what do you guys think? What do you think of this idea? And they said, well, on the one hand, I think it's really cool that this Dr. O knows, can really relate to us about video games, and I think that's really exciting. But on the other hand, I was thinking, why is he doing this? And is he even actually a real doctor? So it was pretty hilarious. As you heard, I'm a pediatric otolaryngologist at Seattle Children's. I have been for almost 20 years now, and because of my job, I do surgeries on children for their ears, nose, and throats. I often have to ask children to trust me when I'm recommending like a procedure that might be painful for them or a surgery. And that's really scary for kids. And it really takes a lot to earn the trust of a child. I've always kind of prided myself as kind of having a childlike spirit, so I feel like I can understand their perspective, and because of that, I think I'm able to relate to them a little bit better. So 4 years ago when COVID started, obviously things changed for everyone, and Child Life used to do these hospital tours for kids who were anxious and who were scared to come to the hospital. And that's kind of where a lot of this idea started. I was watching my son play Minecraft, and I had actually never played Minecraft at that point, and I was thinking, it'd be kind of cool if I could make the hospital in Minecraft and make it a world that they could play around in and explore and build stuff and feel comfortable with so that they aren't as scared. I thought, I play a lot of video games myself, so playing these first-person games, you get really comfortable and it can seem very familiar to you. So I was wanting to try to create that feeling for children. So I started basically looking at floor plans for the hospital. I would go and take all these videos inside the hospital and photographs, probably hundreds and hundreds of, my phone storage is, I should have the hospital pay for my phone storage. It's like 50% is like videos of the hospital. And it's not as easy as it might sound, because you can't take, you don't want to take videos with people in it. Because for patient privacy. So basically I would have to sort of wander the hospital, and if there was a moment when nobody was around, I'd whip up my phone and take some video, and then if someone came, I'd turn it off, and then sometimes security would chase me, and then or the other option would be to come at strange hours to come on the weekends, or fortunately, as I'm a surgeon, I take calls, so it's not such a bad thing. So sometimes if I'm called in for an airway emergency at 2 a.m., it's oh, maybe I'll use this opportunity to go take some video of the dialysis center while it's unoccupied. So I've been doing this for really about 4 years now. I tried to really make it as accurate as possible and tried to really include things that I think would stand out to a child. So whether it's the rocket ship on the floor, the whale hanging from the ceiling, or the moose on the wall, or I was going to say, actually I just realized it. I was going to say there's a narwhal in an elevator, but actually I don't think I should build that. That's going to be in the next. That'll have to be in the next update. But there's lots of these kinds of interesting details. In Minecraft, a person, your character is about 2 blocks high, but I tried to build it at sort of double the scale of that so that it seemed larger, which helps in adding detail, but also I like that better because it feels more like a child, everything's really big, so you're going in and everything seems oversized to you. To be honest, a lot of it's quite tedious. It's like you're building like room after room after room, and as you try to build it, there's all these subtleties that you wouldn't realize unless you're trying to build it block by block. So like the one wall on one floor might be yellow, on another floor it's green, and like this one water fountain might be slightly lower than you think it's supposed to be. And so a lot of adding these different details takes a lot of time. The other thing that's been challenging is the hospital has changed dramatically since I started this 4 years ago. So like the whole Forest B building didn't even exist when I started this. So I think it was a year or so ago, someone from working on this project when they said, it'd be nice if you could build the new Forest building. And I was like, okay. So I've been working on building this new beautiful Forest B building to make it, because I really didn't want kids to be in it and be like, oh, they didn't build my room, or they didn't build, this part, my favorite part of the hospital. So I was really trying to include everything I could. I also tried to add some additional fun things. I recently built in like a scavenger hunt where it kind of takes you to different areas. It'll say like, oh, find Shannon the panda in the clinic, or find Kelly the cow at surgery check-in, or Elise the bunny in the rooftop garden, and like all these different areas that'll kind of take you through there. And I named all the different animals after all the nurses and medical assistants and different people I work with at the hospital, who I think really make it a special place, and I think I felt like needed to be acknowledged somehow. There's also lots of little side quests that I'm trying to put in, and little Easter eggs. Overall, it's been an interesting process, and it'll never be done really, because the hospital's always remodeling. But as I've gotten towards this launch event, it actually is kind of a nostalgic feeling, because it's as I said, I've worked at the hospital for like almost 20 years now, and so it's a place that it's really dear to me, and I think I love all the people I work with, and it's really special to me. And as I navigate through the hospital model, it's almost like this feeling of comfort flowing through me, and this almost like an endorphin release. And if you're somewhere enough, it starts to feel like home, which I realize is probably not a great work-life balance statement, but it's true. Like it is kind of like a feeling of comfort, like I'm at home. And I want kids, a lot of kids who are there usually don't want to be at the hospital, let's face it. So kids are there for multiple appointments, or there for long, prolonged stays, and it's they're not comfortable. They're not wanting to be there. And I hope that this can be something that makes it more fun and more comfortable for them. I really appreciate all the folks who were involved in making this available. I hope people really enjoy it. Otherwise, I kind of just wasted a couple of years of my life. I could have learned like a foreign language or something instead, with all the time I've spent. But hopefully people like it. I really hope that we've kind of created a new way for patients to interact with each other and kind of interact with the facility. I view the model as almost really a celebration of the hospital itself. And I just want to thank everyone for inviting me to talk today. Thanks.
All right.
Dr. O, you're such an incredible human being. You're an inspiration to all
Yes,
of us. If we
thank
could
you.
give one more round of applause
One more
for him.
round of applause, certainly. Absolutely.
So at the very beginning of this project, about 3 years ago, I had just joined the team. And it's pretty interesting. I actually did my interview in Minecraft. We use Minecraft so much in the work that we do. And one of the first things one of my partners, Garrett Goody at the time, he now works at a charity organization. Garrett Goody came to me and he said, this doctor, this otolaryngologist, Dr. O, approached me, and he wants to build the hospital in Minecraft. And I'm thinking it's going to be a really big thing. I don't know if he's actually going to do it, but he seems really interested, and he seems like he has a passion and creativity for it, and he wants to do this build. And so if we could give a round of applause for Garrett Goody as well.
Absolutely.
For being a huge part of this process.
Yes. Another one who we would not be here without, so absolutely.
And so what's cool about Garrett too is he now works for a charity called Child's Play, which makes this work. They fund these positions to start in hospitals. And so he now has a network at other hospitals, and who knows, maybe at some point we see a hospital edition of Minecraft elsewhere too.
Absolutely, but I'd say one more giant round of applause for our 3 key collaborators, and I'm glad Garrett made it here today.
Yeah.
We would not be here without you. And now, for a distinct honor for our other key collaborator in this project, I would like to introduce Ryan Cooper, who is the head of the Minecraft gaming experience and is leading the team responsible for creating one of the most impactful games of all time at Mojang Studios. Mr. Ryan Cooper.
Thank you. Dr. O, if they ever stop renovating the hospital, we have a game design position for you at Mojang Studios. What an honor to follow two legends. I'm just the video game guy, but I'm incredibly honored to be here today. My name is Ryan Cooper. I lead the team that makes Minecraft, and super excited to be here to celebrate this amazing partnership between Seattle Children's, Mojang Studios, and the Hive. And obviously, we're celebrating the world's first Minecraft server in a hospital. What an achievement. We're really, really, really excited about that. But before we talk more about that, I want to tell you a little bit more about Minecraft, what it is actually, and what it means to us, the makers of the game. Minecraft, at its core, is a sandbox game. We call it a sandbox game. It's a place where you can go and you can create virtual worlds. You can find your friends using blocks. But it's actually so much more than that. It's so much more than that. It's a tool for creativity. It's a platform for storytelling. And it's a means to inspire and educate. You can actually learn science, technology, engineering, and math inside of Minecraft. And every day, millions of people sign in to play the game, connect with their friends, and take the ordinary and turn it into something extraordinary. And oftentimes, we find our players are incredibly proud of what they create. And that's really special to us. At Mojang Studios, our purpose is to build a better world through the power of play. And that's embodied in everything we do. And it transcends into encouraging people to be creative, to find the magic that they experience when they play the game, to connect with friends, and to build and craft their masterpieces. But we can't do this alone. We can't actually make Minecraft as big as it is on Earth without partnerships. And so we partner with local communities, nonprofits, and our creator ecosystem all over the world. And over the years, we've forged some incredible partnerships with organizations like the United Nations, the World Wildlife Federation, BBC Earth. We've even partnered with NASA and thousands of schools all over the globe to realize our purpose. And one of the things that we learned over the last couple years is that Minecraft is actually much, much more than a game. When the pandemic hit and we all went into isolation and we experienced the pandemic, we found that Minecraft became a virtual sanctuary for many people. It was a way to connect. It was a way to experience life when life was not normal. And we found a 90% increase in our traffic. We found people recreating their hometowns, recreating their universities, holding virtual commencement ceremonies, birthday parties. They were even getting together to celebrate. And this was a testament to us that Minecraft was much, much more than a game. It was a place that people could turn to when times were really tough. And it was also an example of the power of play. So when all these fine folks from Seattle Children's Hospital approached us about adding Minecraft into its therapeutic gaming program, we knew we had an opportunity to take what we learned from the pandemic and apply it to this program. And we think Minecraft is the perfect fit for this, and we're incredibly honored to be a part of it. We think Minecraft can obviously promote creativity. We think it's perfect for the hospital system because it can be that lifeline for many people. It can help reduce feelings of anxiety. As we heard from Dr. O and Dr. Chowdhury, it can just take a little bit off of that anxiety you might experience as a patient in a hospital. And we're incredibly honored to be able to create a game like that that can make such an impact. So, we've created the world's first Minecraft server. And we're really incredibly proud of that because, as we've heard, it's about 2.5, maybe 3 years in the making. And so I want to thank everyone who was involved in that, for their time, their energy, their dedication. There's a number of people in the room here today that spent a lot of hours, extra hours, carrying this across the finish line, and we couldn't be more proud to bring this to life. So, in closing, I just want to say thank you. I also want to say that we're committed as an organization, Mojang Studios, to continue to build a better world through the power of play. We're going to continue to inspire generations of game changers. We're going to create inclusive experiences. We're going to continue to foster creativity in all its forms. And we can't wait to see what you all create in the hospital together. So let's continue to build a better world one block at a time. Thank you very much.
All right. One more round of applause for Ryan Cooper, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now I think it's our turn a little bit, just a little bit. We'd like to tell you a little bit about therapeutic gaming and what it means to us and how it's a little bit more directed application of video gaming within the hospital. We are embedded in the Child Life team, which is steeped in developmental practices, childhood development, medical education, and I think it's the perfect place for us as we are kind of at the forefront of proving that video games have a lot more power of healing, as been described by our wonderful collaborators before. We are goal-oriented, so we don't just come in and hang out, but when we do just come in and hang out, we call that social engagement, behavioral activation, normalization, distraction, and this Minecraft server just gives us a better tool to be more inclusive and more equitable in our care and our practice, and it's just so excited to hit the floors with knowing that the server's live and that we can share this with everybody and build things together, and it's inclusive for kids that are on contact isolation. It's really important that we try to offer things that don't make them feel othered in any way, and this server is the same everywhere, no matter what window you use to enter inside. So I'm very excited to get going with therapeutic gaming on the floors of the units of the hospital. But our program is entirely philanthropically funded as well, which is a good opportunity for you to go into a bit of the history about that.
So I'll just add a little bit to the therapeutic gaming
My
piece. There's so many ways that gaming helps patients in the hospital, and we've covered a lot of them. One that we've long been asked for is there a better way to make the hospital less of an isolating place? Just for safety sometimes and patients not being exposed to unnecessary germs, we need to have patients in isolation precautions so that we're not spreading germs. But that can be a really isolating experience for families. And so this has been something that families have long asked for. Is there any way that we can connect with other patients in the hospital that's safe? And I think that's just calling out the amount of work that's been done on the back end from Mojang and Hive and all the teams on RIT that have made this happen. It's an incredible achievement for the amount of safety and considerations that have gone into this while still enabling this social experience for patients in the hospital. So, as Max said, we're entirely philanthropically funded, so there's a lot of charities that support the work we do. We called out Child's Play, we've called out Gamers Outreach, we've worked a lot with Starlight. There's so many organizations that make what we do possible, but amazing to also see for-profit companies like Mojang and Hive say, you know what, we're gonna do this work because this is good work that needs to happen. We're starting to see so many benefits. There is a little bit of research on gaming that's starting to come out that's good, and we really wanna add to those areas. But right now, we need the philanthropy to make it happen. So I think we got the QR code there. If you guys are interested in donating online or in person, this is how we keep our therapeutic gaming program alive and bring these awesome technologies to patients in the hospital. So again, not something that you need to do, but if you can, makes a big difference. It keeps us doing what we do. And I see us at a point sometime in the future where we can grow this program to have more than just the two of us and our current 5 volunteers. There's a lot of requests for us to support more in the hospitals, and we're always thinking about ways we can ramp up, have more volunteers. But the biggest thing is that the patients come first, and where we're getting those requests at higher and higher volumes, we're doing everything we can to get more volunteers, meet those requests as they come, to do the things we do for coping, pain distraction, all the things that we've talked about today. So. And so I think, you know, we could talk about it all day.
I do want to take a moment because you did talk about all the work that people have done in the background. I would like to have a huge round of applause for the crew at the booth who helped us in the 11th hour make everything work. Thank you, AV team. Thank you, Hive team. Booth crew strong. But we can absolutely talk all day about this, and if we don't cut ourselves off, we will. So we would like to introduce Forrest.
We have
she ready?
a patient and family joining us that can speak to the volume of the work we do. We have Sarah, Luca, and Kaya joining us on stage here.
Hello, you guys.
We could give it up for the real heroes. That's for you. Awesome. All right. Hi. I'll join you guys on the other side here.
You're good. Hi, everyone. My name's Sarah, and this is my son, Luca, and my daughter, Kaya. Our family is here to talk about our hospital experience and the difference that the Therapeutic gaming team and the Greater Child Life team have made to our lives. All three of my children are Seattle Children's patients and are very frequent visitors to Children's, as between my three kids, we generally have about 100 hospital appointments a year. Luca's our most medically complex kid, and he's had 39 surgeries. Those of you who have been kids in hospital or who have had kids in hospital will know how difficult hospital stays can be. Occupying kids who are stuck in a bed is difficult, and entertaining kids who are in pain and not feeling good is even harder. The Seattle Children's Child Life team have always been there for my kids, whether providing fidget toys to work out that pre-op stress, bringing stickers to decorate masks and make them less scary, handing over tablets packed with movies and games, or wheeling in gaming consoles. They're always very welcome visitors to our room. I could tell you countless stories of how Child Life have saved our days from descending into a chaos of anxiety and upset kids, but we'd be here all day. Instead, I'll concentrate on stories from Luca's most recent hospital stay. Back in December, we discovered that a major neurosurgery Luca had had last August hadn't resolved the cyst on his spinal cord that had been causing a multitude of issues. We scheduled him for another major neurosurgery in early January. Thankfully, despite Luca having a lot of anxiety due to previous medical trauma, we have surgery days down to a fine art. With the help of Child Life, we always follow the same pre-surgery plan of ultrasound-guided IV placement for sleep meds rather than the dreaded smelly gas, which he's terrified of. And I always accompany him to the operating room. This is the plan that works best for Luca, and we always appreciate that Child Life have done the background work to make it happen. The surgery was rough, and Luca spent a few days in the ICU recovering, but he was well entertained with Lego sets and gaming carts. After a rough few days, he was discharged, but unfortunately we ended up back in the emergency department when Luca's function started deteriorating. He even lost the use of his right hand. The cyst was back despite an MRI just before discharge, showing that it was resolved. We scheduled surgery again, and this time we would be getting a shunt put into his spinal cord to go into the area around his lungs. Once again, our surgery pre-op plan was put in place by Child Life and went really well. Luca once again woke up in the ICU, but this time recovery was very rough. Luca already had a shunt from his brain to the area around his stomach, and the addition of this new shunt caused a lot of overdraining issues, which left Luca with terrible headaches and refusing to let us open the blinds or even turn on the lights. It was at this point that Forrest and Max came to visit our pitch-dark ICU room with a Starlight Nintendo Switch gaming cart in tow. Luca was fairly unresponsive through this visit, but dropped in the odd comment. He was exceptionally happy to have them visit, though. Over the next few days, the only time Luca interacted with much of anything was the few minutes he spent gaming every now and then. At that point, he'd also managed to acquire a Gamers Outreach Xbox go-kart, and I joked that he was spoiled rotten with both game consoles to play with. It was quite remarkable to watch, though. This kid, who had just been through 2 major brain surgeries in a week, was in a lot of pain and had lost most of the dexterity in his right hand. He was still managing to use an Xbox controller and navigate through Minecraft. Gaming was a huge motivator to help Luca regain the use of his dominant hand. Gaming has always been something that our kids have enjoyed doing together. They especially love playing Minecraft together on our Xbox. The older 2 kids started playing together when Luca was 7. We set him up on Minecraft just after he had an orthopedic surgery, had long leg casts, and was unable to use his wheelchair. He's a very independent guy and was pretty bored sitting in one place. Allowing him to learn how to navigate Minecraft with his sister's guidance made a tough recovery a whole lot easier. Kaya, the youngest, who is never one to be left out of anything, started complaining that she didn't have her own controller very early on, and we ended up getting her an old, non-working one when she was about 14 months old. She would sit on the couch with the older kids and press all the buttons while asking, "Which is me?" We got away with it for about a year before we caved and got her a working Xbox controller. From then on, she got a crash course in Minecraft from her siblings, and we joked that we were training a mini YouTuber because she narrated her every move, which she's still doing today. As the days went on in January and Luca gained more dexterity and strength in his fingers, he got to have some fun gaming sessions with Max and Forrest, and even did some filming for a BBC documentary about the value of therapeutic gaming. In early February, Luca moved to the inpatient rehab unit. He'd lost a lot of strength and function throughout the surgeries and the long hospital stay, and had a lot of work to do to get back to the independent kid he is. With the rehab stay came a trip to the hospital playroom to join in the fun after a day of hard work. But best of all, he was able to schedule daily gaming sessions with Max. Honestly, getting to construct entire buildings out of TNT and then blow them up was the highlight of Luca's entire hospital stay.
Testing things.
Totally, yeah.
Testing the particle physics.
Yeah, there's some interesting photographs of that entire building full of TNT. You were stress testing it, yeah. We finally made it home in early February after almost a month in hospital. We made sure to be home in time for Luca's 13th birthday, but his time with the Therapeutic gaming team has left its mark, and Luca decided to start a fundraising page for his 13th birthday. He asked people to contribute, and so far he's raised $2,000 to help provide gaming opportunities to all kids who are inpatient in children's. Today we're here to help launch the world's first private, secure, and hospital-supported Minecraft experience for pediatric patients. My 3 kids were lucky enough to be initial testers last summer, and they were blown away by how they could easily navigate around the hospital in Minecraft and could find their way to familiar spaces that they frequent in the hospital. Dr. O has treated all 3 of my kids over the last few years, and while I will always be thankful for his amazing surgical ability and his kindness as a human, as each time my kids were in his operating room, he walked me back to the surgery center himself and promised he would take good care of my kids. But I think my kids' lasting memory of him will be his ability to create such an awesome Minecraft world. We are so thankful that he started this massive project, and we're in awe that he dedicated over 500 hours of his free time to make it a reality. We'd also love to thank the many others who had a hand in making today a reality, including Microsoft, Mojang Studios, and the Hive, who put in a huge amount of work to make such a fun world for kids to play in. Thank you to the Seattle Children's IT team for their background work, and to the Child Life team, who make hard things easier for so many children who visit the hospital every year. And of course, to Forrest and Max, our wonderful Therapeutic gaming team. We are so thankful for the work you put in to keep kids gaming throughout our hospital stays. It really does make a big difference. We're looking forward to meeting you all virtually in the new Minecraft Seattle Children's World.
Sarah, thank you.
You rock, really. You're so awesome.
You're great.
Okay. I think I know what the answer might be, but I got a question for you, Luca. What is your favorite thing about Minecraft? No words necessary. Testing the particle physics. Love it.
Testing.
Kaya, do you want to answer? What's your favorite thing in Minecraft?
I just like making my own pack and building a never-ending world.
Oh, that's so awesome. A wolf pack. I've seen you do a really good job taming those dogs. If we could give it up for these kids, I mean, these are our inspiration. These are our heroes. You guys are why we do what we do. You inspire us so much. And I hope one day I can be as strong as you guys are. Seriously.
Hear, hear. Thank you, guys. All right, so let's safely direct. Buddy, love you.
Yeah.
All right, let's give you a high.
Oh, it's just so incredible.
he's
we
ramping it.
we hear these stories all the
Full
time,
speed?
and every
Drift?
story, every situation is different, and it's just so amazing to see the huge number of ways that gaming impacts patients. So it's been a phenomenal 3 years working for this program. I've always been an advocate for gaming, and it's just so incredible. Being an advocate for gaming my whole life, this is more than I ever could have thought or hoped it would be. It's causing so much inspiration and hope in the hospital. Oh, man.
I made
You
it.
cracked me up, Max.
I made it.
Max's theater background always comes to play
do what I
in
can.
in the work we do.
What's next?
And so with that, we want to start getting into some gameplay. So we're going to kick it to a good overview that'll capture just about everything, and then we're going to jump into some actual gameplay so we can all get in, playing together in the server today.
Enough teasers. Here's a teaser.
When you first join, you must pick an anonymized username. Next step, your costume. Here, you can select the one that suits your style. Welcome to the Hub. Hang out, become a jumping pro, and play mini games. The pop-up menu makes joining mini games easy. Experience multiplayer fun with a challenge in parkour. Get to the end of the level before the hunters catch you. Hone your sword skills in Sky Battle. Compete to be the last one standing and find gadgets around the map to use to your advantage. Experience the hospital in Minecraft. Join a shared survival world, enjoying all of the vanilla Minecraft experiences in a safe, secure environment with other patients.
Big round of applause for the teaser video. Doesn't that look cool, everybody? Come on. We got mini games, we got the hospital model, and we got a nice hub world to make everything feel safe when you log back in. But without further ado, for our gameplay demo, I would like to introduce a new but deeply good friend of mine, Quinn. Come on up. Let's start this shoutcasting section, shall we? All right, everybody. Thank you all for coming here today, and I'm really excited to show some of the gameplay.
Oh, for
welcome
sure.
Welcome in. Let's get rolling here.
I am so excited about this.
All right.
So, I'm just going to wax poetic for like 30 seconds because just how incredible this event is, how incredible the Seattle Children's team, everything. I started this project with my coworker Todd Stevens and the Hive from day one, and it has been just an incredibly long, arduous, but incredibly fulfilling journey. One of the biggest things that has changed in my life since we started this project is I introduced my son into the world. He is going to be turning 3 next month, so coming here and hearing these stories are hitting so differently than they were just 3 years ago. So it's really, really incredible. So I can't wait to just talk about and just show how cool this world is and how everything is. For anybody here who's worked in IT or hospital IT in particular, you know how there are policies and security and firewall after firewall and HIPAA compliance and privacy. And that was one thing that was at the forefront of this entire project, is making sure that every kid who is playing in this experience is safe, it's private, and most importantly, it's fun. And that was the best part, is we got to work with one of our amazing server partners called the Hive, who has been running a Minecraft server that is monetized. So now they're able to make a free one for Seattle Children's using all of their mini games, so they're able to have something to jump in and just start playing. So as Max was saying, there's so many different experiences, and we're going to kind of feature a handful of those. And the first thing you can kind of do is you can jump into that hub. There's 4 different mini games, and we'll get gameplay on the screen at some point, so I don't have to continue just talking, but that's okay. Yeah, so Max, let's see. We got kids down here too.
Exploring the different mounts and everything. I did see somebody in a creative survival world with 64 diamond pickaxes. I wonder what that was about.
I did see that over there too as well.
So we've got people just kind of feeling it out, doing what they exploring. So some people are in the mini games. Excellent, excellent. Some people still in the hospital. Nope, we got our creative. In the hub, nice. So what does everybody think? What do you think? Looking good, exploring. Oh, we're trying to get into some parkour over here.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Excellent. Does anybody have anything they would like to say or questions they have about the server? It's okay, you don't have to.
I can answer any question except the ones I don't know the answers to.
We know so many things about Minecraft. Leading up to this event, I replaced most of the information in my brain with Minecraft.
With Minecraft, I know. That's all that's in my brain at this point. But I think one of the coolest parts about setting up this project, it was 2.5 years ago when we really kind of started this, was working with and understanding and learning how impactful therapeutic gaming is, and working with Forrest and Garrett and Max, and really just learning how much Minecraft and this kind of gameplay can change kids' lives. But then also just how fun it is to watch them play and experience, a game. So we were able to really get a ton. Hey, there it is! Fantastic! Awesome. Okay. So what you are seeing here is basically where the kids start. So it's a super easy experience getting into the server. We're leveraging some of our live event gathering technology that allows all the different devices, iPads, Nintendo Switch, Xboxes, all to be able to connect and experience the same world no matter what their input device is. So right when they load in the server, you're introduced into the hub. And this is just the area for personal creativity and being able to show off your character. There are tons of, I think there's 30 different hats you can put on. As you can see in the bottom right, that's your different characters, so you can pick different characters. There's a tailor in the top right that allows each kid to really make who they feel like they are in Minecraft and build their own persona and walk around so they can feel like they're really part of the system. There's mounts, so you can actually I think you saw there's a bee mount, there's spaceships, so you can fly around and wear your captain's hat and be an enderlotl. It's not something we're adding, by the way, just to be clear. Every time we add something new on a server, people are like, when's that coming to Minecraft? And this is super cool, because then you can get these things, you can fly around just like that in the spaceship. You can get all the different little creatures to follow you around.
Sit multiple people, so you can take your friends on flight with you.
Yes, that's right. I believe that there is a 4-person rocket ship.
The cruiser, also
the cruiser.
The car.
Yep. And that one is super awesome because you can hop in with your buddies and just cruise around the hub world and explore and fly. And the great thing here is this hub, it feels alive. There's NPCs that are walking around. There's portals that take you to all the different areas in the game. And it allows you really to just have a central space that feels alive, feels like you're part of something, and you can kind of explore. Max, are you seeing any cool customization down there? Anybody's got some cool hats? I know there's lots of cool
mini games. We got some competitors out here. We got some hide and seek going. We're back in the hub over here. Oh, yeah, we've got the space cruiser over here. Nice.
Very love
nice.
it.
Oh, Kaya's got a chicken egg on her head.
What else do you need?
I don't got a
Oh,
chicken
what is
egg.
that?
I've got a fall.
Oh, it's just a weird angle. I see his little feet and his tail. A baby dragon. That's awesome. Does your baby dragon have a name? It's okay if it doesn't. Des. Okay. Des the baby dragon over here with Kaya.
Des the baby dragon. I like it. So one of the main kind of features of this entire Seattle Children's Hospital, made possible by Dr. O, who we're gonna geek out about Minecraft sometime later. By the way, I need to know your building secrets. I need to know how you did the scale correctly, how you did all of that. So we'll talk later. But when we were first told that there was a doctor in the hospital who was making a Minecraft world, that was just so inspiring, because it was, you said everything you could say about it. But it just inspired us so much that it kicked off this entire event. So I think if some people want to head over to the hospital world, I would love to kind of do a little bit of a walkthrough. So it's cool, that big orange portal you see there, that's for all of the shared survival worlds. But we can also start heading to the hospital world.
Yeah. And a few people have logged into the hospital, so they'll see, it's a shared instance, so we'll all be in it together.
Yep, everybody's going to be in it together.
Oh, there's already awesome. We've got our sweet Axolotl 53 in with one of our cameras. Hello. And
as you walk in, you see
he's looking on the
the entire hospital. So here's the kind of the intro area. Max is going to have to walk me through all the different places, because I've been here a handful of times, but as Dr. O was saying, he's roamed the entire hospital. So I know there's is it the Discovery Trail? I know that's somewhere up top. I was also just blown away by all of the different, scavenger hunts, all that. Forrest and Max are telling me stories of, the first thing that kids do right when they come into the hospital room is they try and find their room.
Yep.
Because it gives them that ownership and that agency to be able to go and control their environment a bit more, which is exactly what that therapeutic gaming is all about.
You can jump on the bed in the Minecraft server in your room.
Yeah. So you see in the bottom
jump on
right,
the bed in real life.
those are all the people. So when you walk into the world, you're not there just by yourself. It's not just a single instance by yourself. You're there with all the other patients on the server at the same time. So as you can
We're already
see,
making some memes.
as you can see down there, you're gonna meet people and see people who are in the same experience that you are. And I think that is just so fantastic to know that you're not in this Minecraft world alone, but you're
And you're not
actually
in the
with
hospital.
other people. So as you can see in the bottom left and the top left, you can see the lobby of the hospital up there. You can see all the different people kind of wandering around. I think if you go back, there's a stair step up to the top that allows you to, up over here.
For those of you who know the hospital, we're on Ocean 6 lobby right now. We're heading to the west staircase next to the whale elevators. Because Dr. O was that specific.
Yep.
Heading to the Discovery Trail, which is the giant hallway that cuts the whole hospital, connects the whole hospital. So if you ever get lost, just head to the 7th floor.
And the rooftop gardens up here too as well.
You're good. No, it's okay. We'll go to 8. I think this is
But the fact that this is just one-to-one, even with the art, like I think that was the coolest part. Is when I was going to the hospital for the first time, kind of walking through and then being like, oh my gosh, that is the same mural, the same art, the same kind of thing there, which is just super cool.
So top left may want to turn around. Hospital's still under construction.
Oh, it's getting built up there, yeah.
And go down one more floor. You're on the 8th floor now. Nope. Yep. Just back to that original staircase, and we can head to the rest of the areas of the hospital.
Yeah, right there, that staircase.
Yep.
And then I think if you go down to the middle floor, that is the...
Yep. We're in Ocean 8 lobby right now. We got to go down to Ocean 7 lobby.
I love that it's one-to-one. It's so cool.
It's one-to-one. It's
You just
exactly,
go down
yeah.
to Ocean 8.
Yep. Good for future wayfinding as well. Excellent. So now just hook a left in between the security desk and the glass wall, and we're on the Discovery Trail. We can take a look at the gift shop.
Yep, so top left right up here.
Yep. And then bottom left, if you want to go check out the cafeteria real quick, too, while we're getting to the Discovery. Oh, no, you're on 8, too. It's all right. There's the gift shop.
There's the gift shop,
Many of you may
yep.
recognize that. Fine items for sale. Isn't that cool?
You can buy all your Minecraft equipment there. I saw leather helmets. I saw pickaxes. I saw diamond armor.
Yep. And you can join this tour on stream if you log into the hospital world right now. Yeah, so go back, join SCH World. Nope, that one. Yep, join SCH World. Now you're in it. So for those of you who know the hospital well, this random colorful hallway will be very exciting to see in Minecraft. For those of you who are not as intimate with the hospital architecture, it may just seem like a colorful hallway, but this is mind-blowingly accurate to what it looks like in real life, and it is brick for brick, which is just hugely, hugely impressive. We are now right outside the Family Resource Center in River 7, and then if you hook a left, oh yeah, we can take a look at the Family Resource Center. Roof is under construction.
I think that name, the Knowledgeable Zombie Horse, seems very knowledgeable.
Yes.
I think they know where they're
Knowledgeable
going.
Zombie Horse is.
And I like the
that's,
fox on the head,
I think
too.
Knowledgeable Zombie Horse is our friend Kaya from before. Yes, it is. Oh. Excellent. And yeah, head down that hallway, make a quick left. And then, if you go straight, that's the chapel, which is also very, very nicely filled out.
I think we're in the cafeteria down on the bottom left. It looked like I saw
nice.
some soda
Yeah. Oh,
fountain.
and if we turn the attention to the bottom left, that is the cafeteria. Also accurate with the outdoor area and the fish tank. We got the 7th floor chapel upstairs. Oh, and a little scavenger hunt for when we go live next week. Little hint. Get ahead of the game.
Max, what's your go-to meal at the cafeteria?
Go to order at the cafeteria?
Yeah, go-to order at the cafeteria.
Oh, gosh. Well, I'm a really big fan of that hot bar in the center, and whenever they have the butter chicken or the chicken tikka masala, I'm all over it. I'm also quite partial to taquiera day, and they've got like roast pork and stuff. It's real good. Surprisingly top-notch for a hospital cafeteria.
Every time I've gone to the hospitals here, I'm just like,
Super
man, this
good.
food is so much better than you would ever think possible.
And the themed prepared entrees of the day are always super interesting
Yeah.
as well.
So what is this? So
this
Dr.
is
O was
a
talking
forest, This is a forest lobby. I think we're on the 7th floor. Nope, we are on Forest 8. So you can go out, and if you make a right, you'll be at the rooftop garden over by our CBDC unit.
That is the rooftop garden. Look at
Yeah,
that.
this is beautiful. This is also one of the crown jewels of the hospital to take people up to, so it's really nice that you get the scale of being on the roof with all the flowers right outside the unit. Again, for patients and families who are fans of Minecraft, my mind was blown every time.
And there's another scavenger
Another
hunt.
scavenger
Find Lisa
hunt.
the dog.
Excellent. How we doing on the floor, everybody? We logged in? We're doing well? Nice. We got somebody in the hospital tour. Everybody's in the hospital tour, it looks like. Oh, another creative. I'm loving that people are just jumping into the shared world and building stuff and adventuring. That's what Minecraft's all about.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the coolest part about this is it's so free form, and you can just pick what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you wake up in the morning, you're like, you know what? I want to go hang out at the cafeteria. You can do that.
That's
Or
right.
if you wake up in the morning, you're like, I want to do some Sky Battle. You can go do
That's
Sky
right.
Battle, which is really, really exciting too as well.
And I'm excited for going live because I think it'll be a fun experience that whenever a patient maybe just decides to log in and they hop into the hospital and a bunch of people they recognize are already there. And it's like a good place to surprise hang out and
Exactly.
coordinate groups and plans. It's certainly going to make group events a lot easier for us
Oh, 100%.
because we'll just queue up the server.
Exactly.
Don't
so
need
they
to-
can hop right in.
Yep. Mess around with friending our Xboxes and all that stuff. It's all connected. So you can see we've got that Hub World item menu to bring you back, select your mounts. And when you're in the hospital world, that potion will bring you back to the Hub World. They have thought of everything.
They really have. The Hive is one of the experts in building these shared world experiences and being able to partner with them to leverage their technology and their knowledge to build something that is so easy to play, so easy to use, that anybody can go in and start doing it. Wow, look at that. Is that the movie theater inside? I didn't even know there was a movie theater in there.
Where? Well, I did not know the auditoriums were finished. That's beautiful. Look at the logo. Wow.
It's almost like where we're at right
Even
now.
day of, knee deep in this event, I'm still surprised.
I know you thought you saw everything in the hospital. It's
I
like, no,
thought I saw
there's something new
I guess I
around
was
every
wrong.
corner.
Another thing I love is that it just feels like Minecraft. It doesn't feel like a special cleansed version for our hospital. Like we've really, really integrated the feel of everything with protecting all the patient's information and everything. It's just so exciting. We're at the forefront of something really special here.
So along with the hospital world, one of the other really exciting things is that there are all sorts of mini games. So for people that don't know what a mini game is when you play on a Minecraft server, they usually set up fun experiences that have their own rules that are outside the normal rules of Minecraft. So when you're exploring the hospital world, you're in what's called adventure mode. And when you're adventuring around, you can't break blocks, but it's really for exploration, for adventuring, for seeing all of that. And then mini games are a very similar thing, where typically they're also in that, that kind of adventure mode, but there's lots of extra features put on. So one of the ones that we're going to show off here next is going to be our parkour mini game. It's one of the 4 different mini games that are on the server, and this is where if you want to get your kind of competitive juices flowing a little bit, if you want to kind of do a little bit of racing against the clock, getting some checkpoints, doing some time trials, this is the way to do it. The way that this parkour game is it literally is parkour. You have to use your jumping abilities, your sprinting abilities, and let me say, it's not my strength, but man, I see some of these kids who play, especially on like the iPads and stuff like that, and I'm just like,
Nuts.
You are incredible
Yeah.
at this.
We're getting to the point actually where some of our patients haven't even played on a controller before, just because of how robust the tablet controls and the games are getting there.
Exactly.
It's kind of interesting.
So what's cool about this parkour minigame is that it's not just you're doing parkour. There's actually somebody chasing you too as well. So it adds to kind of the danger and the urgency for when you have to run around. So as you can see in the top right and the bottom right, I believe both of the spectator players have gotten to be what we call our hunters. And across the way, you see the runners. And the runner's job is to sprint through the entire map as fast as possible. And then the hunter's jobs is you get to activate traps. So it's a lot of fun to be able to kind of be on both sides. You can kind of play the villain or play the hero in a really fun, safe and kind of environment. Lots of really cool like extra things they've added. So as you run through the world, there's logs that you have to jump over, ice that you have to sprint across. You have to do big jumps across areas. Oh, look at this in the bottom right. We have the heartening ostrich making it through the fire arrows. And there we go. You can activate the trap. Everything here is just built using the regular Minecraft interface. So if you want to activate traps, you're just hitting left trigger, or I guess that would be the right click on a controller or on a mouse and keyboard. And then right trigger is to kind of activate a bunch of stuff too as well. And as you can see, you're timed. So you have 3 minutes to try and get through. So the runners, they're doing as much as they can to try and get through without getting triggered by all the different traps. And the hunters, well, their entire job is to try and get as many takedowns as they possibly can. The thing that's interesting about it that makes it balanced is that each of these traps has a cooldown. So you can only use them like every 15 seconds or so. So there's definitely a timing element involved, making sure that you're activating those traps at the right time, or also just making sure that you are avoiding those traps. So one of the fun ways to play as a runner is you can do exactly what the crocodile just did there, which is run right up to the edge and see if they activate the trap, and then look at that. You can run right across.
Pro move.
Oh, there's the TNT trap.
Yeah, look, we got TNT on the screen right now. Don't look down.
But look at Heartening Ostrich go.
Heartening
Even
ostrich.
turning around to do a little,
Oh, just a taunt.
you missed.
Ooh. Missed me.
And look at that. And now the great part at the end of the game is you can turn around and you can see an actual, Olympic-style podium.
Nice.
Where you can see who the winners are, just like that in the top right. So Heartening Ostrich 92, look at that. You were the first player. And then the greatest part is it just jumps right back in. So these are always live. They're always running. So anytime you want to jump into a parkour minigame, you can just hop right in here. And let's see. We have a hunter. Oh, top right's a runner. Okay, good. We got both perspectives now. I love it. So now you can see in the top right how it kind of looks as a runner. So the thing that's cool is you get a little bit of an advantage. You do have one leap you can use that has every 15 seconds you can use it. But that allows you to kind of sneak across, just like that, some of those traps that those hunters are going to be setting up for you.
I think we have the hunter here. Uh-oh.
Oh, we got a hunter down in the audience?
Locked in.
Oh, the
Would you like
focus
to
and
speak on your trap
determination on
timing?
his eyes is something
No? Okay.
else.
Well, let me speak on your trap timing. Stellar.
And what's so fun about this is every single minigame has a theme to it. So you're never playing the same map again. So this is the, I believe it's like the toy room area. So it looks like, maybe a little Andy's room from Toy Story, or maybe it looks just like your room with, toys strewn all about because, you got to have instant access to them if they're in the
I
cabinets.
told you not to tell anybody what my room looks like.
Oh, sorry. I know your mom tells you to clean your room all the time. You just never do.
I like having my toys out.
So it's really cool. So the kids get to see, such an exciting build and, really feel like they're playing in just an awesome Minecraft world. And each trap is kind of unique to the world that they're playing too. So you can see this top right trap. There's some stairs that look orange and some stairs that look a little bit more dark brown. So that's one of those traps, is that orange one goes away.
Our hunter is on quite the streak.
And
He's
here we
got
go
8
on the bottom right.
eliminations.
Oh, wow, they used their jump to get all the way across the trap. That was very smart, whoever that one was. You have leaps that you can do. It's also really cool that there's extra UI that we've added. So a lot of this stuff is added, or is built on top of some of the technology that we've allowed our server partners to use. So in the top right, you can see that little kind of purple gem. That shows the lap that you're on. So you know exactly, all right, I'm 6 out of 7. The little skull, well, that's how many times the hunters have gotten you. So you want that number to be as low as possible. And
when
then
you're a
there
hunter,
also is the timer, because...
Quinn, when you're a hunter, the sword is how many eliminations you have?
I believe it is. Yep.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, so in the bottom right, that hunter has done a pretty good job with five takedowns.
I think table 7 has 10 right now, so he's absolutely destroying the competition. Great work over here.
And let's see, we got 2.5 minutes for this last person. But as you can see, when they get to this last section, you have multiple hunters that are just sitting there waiting, rubbing their hands so that they can do their traps. And you have to be very careful of going through.
They're just sitting there, menacingly.
Uh-oh, that water trap. Ooh. Oh. There, look at that, first pace.
Good
Holy
work.
Parrot 77 with 2 minutes and 53 seconds. I honestly thought the Hunters were going to win that one.
What?
I thought the Hunters were going to win that one.
Oh, they didn't?
They didn't.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
surprised.
Wow.
That one runner at the top was very, very, very good. But that game supports up to, I believe it's up to 10 players.
Oh, Steve's here.
Actually, no, it looks like it's up to 20. So as you can imagine, in a full session, 20 people running through this, 5 hunters, 15 runners, it just becomes super chaotic.
High scoring game for sure.
So let's see, looks like Village won the next map. So we'll do one more race and then we'll jump over into our kind of shared survivor world.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks like we got some people over on the left side already doing that. So let me talk a little about the shared survivor world as we're kind of watching the gameplay.
Absolutely. And yeah, we've got some patients in there right now as well.
So when you're playing Minecraft, typically, there's 2 primary modes that you play. You either play survival or you play creative. Survival is that, you know, there's the day-night cycle, monsters come out at night, you need to go and build your own shelter, your own, build all your items, get your armor, all of that. And creative, that is very much for you have access to every single block in the game. You don't need to go and mine if you don't want to, and you can just go and build and be creative. The shared survival world, I think, is my personal favorite thing that we built for this and that Hive built for this. Because it allows you to have one single giant Minecraft world that every player on the Seattle Children's Hospital server can go and play and build their own areas. So as you can see in the bottom left, we have a whole bunch of pandas. And look at that. Look at all the other people that are hanging out in there. We have Marvelous Magnacube 62. We have Redeeming Bear 24, Polar Bear 24. And these are all those anonymized names that allow players to recognize who's they're playing with. It's a consistent identifier, but it doesn't actually identify the kid or who they're who
I mean,
they
I have
are,
a cousin
where they're
named
from.
Marvelous Magnacube.
Yes. I know. And then isn't your other cousin the Enderman too as well?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, real life, absolutely.
Yep. And then, well, we don't talk about your cousin Pig.
We don't talk about Cousin Pig,
yeah.
no. But the pandas are one of my favorite sprites in the game. Well, the bee is my favorite sprite because he's just a cube and he's doing his best.
He's just doing his best.
He's doing his best.
So the great part about the shared survival world is that it's persistent. Anything you build or anything that your character builds in this world is going to stay there for everybody to explore. So maybe you want to set up a farm for the hospital. So you could go to the main area and get yourself all your cows, all your pigs, all your chickens, get your farms going with your wheat, and allow anybody who just jumps to the server to have all the food that they need. Or maybe you want to be the one who goes and beats the Ender Dragon. So then you can start being the one who starts collecting all the different iron and diamonds and everything you need and the potions and the enchantments and all the things that you need to go take on the Ender Dragon challenge. I think that's going to be the one thing that Max or Forrest is going to have to let us know is who is the first kid that's going to go into that shared survival world, go into the Nether, go into the End, and beat the Ender Dragon.
Oh, for the first time?
For the first time. You're going to have to tell me, because I know there's going to be a kid that's going to do it.
Yep. Well, we'll have to, when the username pops through, they'll have to let us know and we can find out who it was. Just to quick pivot back just for a second, back to the hospital world. We don't have to go back on the screens, but Kaya has found her new favorite thing to do in the hospital, which is find every desk and
jump on it.
Jump on it. We're going to go to the security desk, we're going to jump on it. So that's how you take back control. She's having so much fun. She's going to all the back of the desks she can't go to and jumping on the desks.
That's amazing. Yeah, there's no signs that say this is employees only. If you want to go in that door, you can go in that door.
In the Seattle Children's Minecraft server, employees only signs don't exist.
They don't exist.
They might in the future.
You know what would be the most incredible, like, Inception level event?
Oh my.
Is if Dr. O goes and recreates the thing in the shared survival world, just starts from scratch and rebuilds it. No, you don't have to go do that.
Rebuilds the hospital in the hospital world.
So there's two.
We heard you like scale models of your hospital in Minecraft servers, so we put a scale model of your hospital in a Minecraft server.
Just how many levels deep can we go? But the awesome thing about playing survival is it encourages that that cooperation, that just exploratory and creative sandbox play. Because when you're in survival, you don't get access to everything right away. You have to go through and learn and go and forage for the materials. So bottom left, that is somebody who is playing the kind of traditional, and then top left, they're just kind of helping. So they got switched into creative mode, which allows them to kind of drop some items for the just for the fun of it for this event. But in the bottom left, as you can see, they're working on right now is building that farm, kind of like I was talking about. So each kid can go in and create the role that they want to do and solve the things that they want to solve and go and build their cool survival experiences. Oh, look at that. Was that redeemable, knowledgeable zombie horse as the first place up there? Quiet Zombie 54 as second place. Just an incredible showing from that knowledgeable zombie horse.
So knowledgeable.
You know, I think they picked their name correctly.
On purpose, yeah.
I think that's also one of the coolest things is, all these names are, more or less randomly generated, but the kid gets to pick the name that they want. So if there's one that's like, Zappy Horse, they're like, I want to be a Zappy Horse. Or maybe I want to be like a Sleepy Kangaroo. You get a bunch of choices that allow you to kind of have that consistent identity through the game. I'm loving this farm that we've created. We have our axolotl in a bucket, which I think is one of the just funniest things that exists in our game. It's just a bucket of axolotl. Look at it go. They can swim out to the ocean, go start their...
Be free.
Go start their adventures. And the great part is that, like I said, this is persistent. So, we could check back in 3 months and see what 3 months of continuous Minecraft creativity and development looks like.
Continuously and moderated.
And every person to make their own world that they want to go and do. Really, really incredible. So let's see. Once this parkour one is done, I think we could probably transition into one of the other very intense mini games. Some of these mini games are, kind of competitive, kind of cooperative in that sense. Sky Battle is one of the ones that was shown on the video, is also one of the ones that has some of that kind of player versus player experience. So along with parkour, there is build battles too as well, which is, I think, is probably one of my favorite mini games. You're shown a kind of like a 9x9 build, and you have to go and actually recreate that, and then you're rated on how good and how accurately. It's kind of like Minecraft version of Pictionary.
Yes. So if anybody down here on the floor, Quinn, wants to join with the players up on screen, they're going to join the Sky Battle next?
Yeah, so I think Sky Battle next would be really fun.
Excellent. So if anybody wants to participate on screen, just jump in and join the Sky Battle.
Yeah, this one's cool because
Might
it
be a
does
little bit
need
of
a
time
handful
before
of
we start.
players to start. So you get that really kind of, overall big experience. There we go. We're starting to see some people join Sky Battle. And this is the point where I get to poke fun at some of my coworkers. Not every single person who works at Mojang Studios is an expert Minecraft player versus player, a combat player. A lot of us are great builders. There's a lot of people who are good at parkour, even me included. I am not an excellent PvPer. So it's going to be pretty fun to watch some of them do their best to play one of the kind of primary competitive games. So the way this game works is you each start in your own area on floating islands. This is the volcano level, so everything has that kind of volcano style. So you first start with a big kind of force field around you. And the idea is that you want to mine all these different ores and all the different resources, and those allow you to go and spend those resources to get armor, to get TNT, to get potions, to get better swords, and just kind of upgrade your kit. Because after this warm-up happens, it is free for all. You get to run around, whether you're on a team or not, and go and do your best job to protect your base. So now it's time to fight. So there's a lime team, a blue team, aqua team, red team. So each of these people is on a completely different team, and they're doing their best to gear up and be able to go and fight the other people. Oh, there we go. We got a fight down here.
We have
blue
started
team
bapping.
Versus orange. Oh, look at that.
Push.
Uh-oh. Blue team has been eliminated. But now, what's great is that you don't just get kicked back. You actually get to go and watch all the people and all the fighting that's kind of happening, and get to kind of be that like spectator. So bottom right, you'll be able to kind of watch, the progression of the game go. And what's cool is every single person starts on their own island. So you actually do need to use your Minecraft skills for building to bridge across each island so that you can go and attack the other people's base. And the winner is the last person standing.
It is just one of the most creative applications of Minecraft mechanics for a PvP game. Keeps things really interesting.
It's super fun. Oh, Swift Cat eliminated Heartening Ostrich. Nice work,
Heartening
Swift Cat.
Ostrich. Please
The
tell me
magenta team is
Knowledgeable
gone.
Zombie Horse is still in it. I got all my money on Knowledgeable Zombie Horse.
Oh, Super Ocelot did an
All my
oopsie.
coins.
Uh-oh. I think they walked in some lava.
Nice. Swift Cat is almost in full diamond. We can almost, there's Swift Cat over here.
Yeah, there's
Our
Swift
friend
Cat
at the
right
first
there.
table, tricked out in diamond armor.
All right, well, so far, I think all of the Mojang employees, except one in the top right, Lime team.
Nice.
They're the ones still standing. Everybody else, though, are the kids on the floor.
Kids on the floor.
Oh, and as you can see the teams that are remaining. The orange team, the gray or white team, the green team, the yellow team. Oh, we got a fight in the top right. Swift Cat versus,
came to play.
Swift Cat is the new kill leader. They're the ones who have been PvPing the best.
Swift Cat is now in full diamond armor. I can see it.
Wow, Swift
He'll be
Cat.
unstoppable. They'll be unstoppable.
And the chest is spawned, which I believe gets you a bunch of extra things. Look at there, Swift Cat's going and checking out the chest. This could have lots and lots of goodies in there. So that makes a really fun gameplay experience because there's a central objective that all the players want to go and run to and start to fight over. So Swift Cat's organizing their inventory, getting their hotbar set up.
Locked in.
Uh-oh, Mighty Pufferfish, gold team's out. Uh-oh, purple team's out. It is now 1 versus 1. We have Swift Cat versus the other person.
The other person.
Oh, here it is.
Uh-oh.
Here's the fight. The knowledgeable zombie horse. Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Wait,
There's
I
some
got all my
TNT.
money.
Whoa.
Oh no, Swift Cat is the champion.
Swift Cat's been eliminated. The knowledgeable zombie
Great
horse
work, my friend.
continues their rampage. Do
Swift
we have an
Cat.
interview with the winner? Is this?
Would you like to have a few words, sir? You don't have to. Okay, he does not want to speak, but he is the champion.
The champion. I love it. And as you can see, they are rewarded for their bravery and heroism. This game, I think, is one of the ones that is part of just the coolest experience that you can have with Minecraft, where you take that Minecraft gameplay, that combat, that building, the gearing up, and puts it into just like a 10-minute, if there's any gamers out there who's played Battle Royale games,
Yep.
this is the original Battle Royale.
The
It started
original?
with Hunger Games on Minecraft servers. There's probably some more history that I'm
Maybe.
erasing over with like Arma and some other things.
Well, even
but
Fortnite didn't start as a battle royale. I remember Fortnite saves the world.
the E3 is 12 years
Crazy
ago.
old man.
Yeah, exactly. So here we go. We're doing another round. I believe we have a full free-for-all team. We have red,
someone picked up some
orange,
TNT.
magenta, aqua, gray, green, blue, lime, yellow, black, and purple. Oh, Cherished Pig has been eliminated. So now the borders have been removed. So now, this is where you can start to pick and choose. All right, whose team do I want to go invade? As you can see their flags on each of their islands. So it looks like blue team is eyeing the gray team over there. They got some nice armor, so each person kind of gets a little bit of a kit to get them started. Uh-oh, Heartening Ostrich.
Excellent.
Looks like they may have fell in
you
some
have to,
lava or fell off the map.
Yeah.
Oh no, Super Ocelot. They're now spectating.
Pour it in the pool.
But it takes a lot of skill to be good at Sky Battle. You have to really use all of your Minecraft knowledge.
I see top right getting that crease angle with walking backwards. That's a pro strat.
It is right there. Oh, Knowledgeable Zombie Horse with one of the first eliminations. Good job, Knowledgeable
Kill
Zombie
leader,
Horse.
Knowledgeable zombie horse. Knowledgeable
That's right
zombie
down
horse.
there.
All my money's on knowledgeable zombie horse.
And it looks like we have blue team. Ooh, they have made it to a different island.
Blue team is forging
Blue
ahead.
team is on the hunt. One of the great parts is once you eliminate somebody, well, they just lose all their stuff. So then you get to power yourself up.
It's yours now.
Oh, let's line up this arrow shot.
Take it out.
I won't
like,
tell.
hold it in
I
your
won't tell
hand,
green.
And then just use it.
And it's not just. It's not just swords and axes, but there's bows and arrows too as well for a little bit of ranged combat. Pretty much everything in Minecraft can be at your disposal when you play Sky Battle. But yeah, this is just a taste of what the kids get to do on the Seattle Children's Minecraft server. The first ever hospital Minecraft server. Even just saying that still just gives me chills. It's incredible.
When is it going to be?
So many fun
we're
games,
demoing hide and
so
seek today. I'm
much
sorry, my
to
friend, but it
learn.
is forever
There's
in
so
the
much
server whenever you come back and
advancement
visit to
and
play.
experience that you can gain. You know, a kid who has to stay a long time in the hospital, they could spend every single hour playing this game and becoming one of the best Sky Battle experts and players out there. So I just want to say a huge, huge thank you to every single person here, all the kids playing, putting on what an incredible show.
Absolutely. Well, Quinn, thank you to you too. Absolutely. Thank you for coming here today. And thank you all again to reiterate for coming here. And that's about it. We've seen it all. Yeah, I mean, like, I almost want to keep watching.
Yeah.
I don't want to say goodbye yet.
I got nowhere to be.
Let's hang out. But anyway, thank you guys for coming in person. Thank you all online for coming to the stream. Thank you, Mojang Studios. Thank you, Microsoft. Thank you, Hive. Thank you to our collaborators at the hospital, Seattle Children's, everyone. Thank you to, you got to thank the Academy. Just get that in there,
of
right?
course,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
Just
Thanks,
because
Mom
we'll
and Dad.
get a lot of flack. We'll get a
Yep.
lot of flack. Guys, have a great rest of your day, and thank you all. Your support is what helps make this happen. And I'd like to call, is Forrest Coyle here to say goodbye? It's okay if he's not.
Oh, I think
He's a busy man. He's very popular.
He's out there with the press.
very yeah.
He's out there with the paparazzi out there.
He's
making
very,
sure.
very big.
I know. Oh, I think I see him.
That's okay. No worries.
Oh, no, here he comes.
Oh, we're getting flagged in. There he goes, Forrest Coyle.
Forrest.
Stand up and take a bow. Just one more final shot of the Therapeutic Gaming team. And Quinn, thank you so
Oh, you're
much.
so welcome.
And
Wouldn't
thank
have
you,
been possible
everyone.
without y'all. Yeah.
Good. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.
Have a good rest of your day. Thank you, everybody.
And thank you to the booth. The AV booth. Bye, guys.